Now today we're back at the same location with a nice quiet car wash bay, ready to work on this piece of shit. Alright, never mind that. That backing requires some clips. I've got them on order, they should be coming in soon, as well as some window switches too. Now we've got a bigger problem, the roof lining. Now the roof lining that was originally in this car when I bought it was a black roof lining, which apparently is a trend these days. Every Commodore I see, it has the cream plastics on the sides, cream sun visors, cream dome light, and a black roof lining. You know, that doesn't match. That's not how that came out factory. I emphasize on keeping my cars OEM plus. You know what I mean? Like, you buy a car, it comes out factory with a certain thing. If your certain model doesn't have it, you want to upgrade it to have that feature, you do it. Now, I don't mind the black roof lining. I actually love them. I've had them in most of my Commodores. And if they don't come in my Commodores, I usually make an effort to find a full black kit. The full black sides, the trim pieces, the Jesus handles, the dome lights, the sun visors, the dome light, everything. I make an effort to find the full kit to convert them into black ones, because it just ties everything together. It's weird how the rest of the interior is black and then the roof's cream, so I like to make it all black. But in this case, since those parts have become rare and harder to find, you know, I've decided to take that black roof lining out instead of trying to find all these little trim pieces, which are becoming very hard to find. Usually, back in the day, a few years ago, you'd find them on Marketplace for $250, and you'd have a full Calais / HSV fucking roof lining kit. You know, that the black roof lining came in anything from the Calais, SS, HSV, Senator, all the above. But anyway, so I bought this car. It had the center dome light, and I've decided to go with a sunglass holder dome light, because being a Series 1, it had the center light in the middle of the roof lining. I've decided to go for the up front one where the sunglasses it has the sunglasses holder. Now, it's not tricky to do. When you go to the wreckers and you take a roof lining down, usually you'll find a wiring loom that has a connector here, and you'll be able to unplug that, take it back home, unplug that whole loom that comes with these little lights as well in the rear, in the back. They come with a plastic cap. You pop the cap out and plug these lights in, as well as all the wiring for them. And you can trace that wire back like I did here and wire it to the whole loom. Now, it does look a bit messy because usually this is tucked inside the roof lining, which is what I'm going to be doing. And I had to go get a new roof lining to be able to get that center dome light cut out, filled in, because, you know, I wanted it to look all factory. Anyway, enough talking. Let's rip out all these plastic trims. Let's neaten up this wiring and tuck it in the roof lining properly, because the roof lining has a kind of like an insulation, so the wiring doesn't get hot from the roof, because it's only a thin roof and it gets really hot in summer. You don't need all these wires to burn and fray and end up causing a fire, so you tuck them inside of the insulation of the roof lining. And I'll keep updating you guys throughout the video and I'll keep inserting little updates of how I'm going along the way. Alright, now with these sun visors, they're a T15 Torx bit. All you got to do is unscrew them. You know, unscrew. There's two screws here, and that's it. It comes off. That's it. Your sun visor's off, and then you get rid of that. Same T15 Torx bit. You get rid of that, and basically that's the start of getting your roof lining out. Then you move on to the dome light after your other sun visors out. Now, with the sunglass holder dome light, you open the actual sunglass holder up, and there should be two screws right there. You undo them and it drops right down. Now, to get started taking the A-pillar trims off, all you have to do is bend down the Jesus handle. There are two tabs on either side, covering underneath some screws. Now, you have to be careful because these tabs will break, and this one, as you can see, is on the verge of breaking. So be very careful because it's a bit ugly when you come to grab on these handles and these tabs are broken off. Once you've got that handle off, just with your nail, you can probably undo this little cap here. Take that off, put it somewhere safe because usually they get lost and they look ugly without any cap there. There should be a screw there. And then you come down here, you pop this out. This is just held in by clips. You pop that black plastic off, and underneath are hidden 2 other screws. And I'll show you that in a sec. Now that you've got that cap open and this plastic trim off, as you can see, right in both corners, there's 2 screws holding it in. And there you go, just pops straight off. Now you can pop this off. There you go. Don't worry about that, that's a little microphone piece. Put that in the back. Same goes with the rear. Let that down, pop these 2 off, and you'll be able to get this handle out. Once you got that handle out and you pop this off, reach around from the back, undo the connectors for that light, and you'll be able to... Now, this part's a little bit tricky because it's got this little trim piece on the back here, on the rear window. Now, what I'll usually do is I'll bend it down and it undoes a couple of clips, and you'll be able to basically separate that piece off. Undo the clips, and there you go. There you go, that side's all disassembled. I usually like to hang that plastic there because to get that whole plastic out, you've got to undo the seat belt from under the seat. But for this application, we don't have to do it. We don't have to take the whole seat belt out from underneath the seat to take this trim out. We'll just fold it over onto the back seat like that. Now, onto this side. Really, it doesn't matter which side you start, from the front or the back. It's basically the same procedure. You take off the handle, you take off that middle trim piece, and then you'll be able to peel off one side, and then you take off that handle, and then that side pops off. And yeah. And there you go, that side's all off too now. Okay, now time to slip in the roof lining and get all that wiring tucked up in there. Now that the roof lining is in, you can sort of peel this insulation back a little. I've already made a cut. You might have to cut it. Already made a cut in it to be able to peel it back a bit and just tuck that wiring all underneath there. Now, most of that wiring's all tucked underneath that insulation just for a bit more, you're better safe than sorry. That's how they are from factory. All the wiring for the roof is tucked underneath that insulation. You're better safe than sorry. Do it like the factory does it and save yourself a headache. Okay, the roof lining's in. As you'll notice, once you start putting the roof lining in, there are these little tabs on either side just to keep it up while you're working to put it all back together. And there you go, easy as that. Roof lining is in. Look, it's in not the best shape. It is clean, it's not in the best shape. It's got all these little dimples in it, but it'll do for now. It's not sagging or anything as of yet. It looks like it will sag soon, but when it does, I do plan on finding the black roof pillar bits and the black roof lining and converting it all to that. Like I said, this originally it's a series 1. It had the original center dome light. I played around with the wiring. I do regret not recording that and putting it in the video to explain how it's done, but it's pretty straightforward. You go to the wreckers. As soon as you find one of these front sunglass holder dome lights and you drop the roof lining, you'll find the whole wiring loom tucked underneath all that insulation that you saw before. All you have to do is unplug it. There's a plug that's originally here in Series 2 for that whole roof wiring. You unplug it, you bring it back, that plugs into there. There is a wire that goes there, but there's no connection. All you have to do is cut that and solder and wire up all the wires to each other, and they're all the same color. And then you've got these back rear lights, and then you've got the front sunglass holder. And if you're lucky enough, you'll find the sunglass holder with individual buttons for individual lights, which is pretty cool. I like it better than just these two lights, because the executive sunglass holders that come don't have the individual lights, the individual buttons for the individual lights. They only come with this button here. This interior has undergone a major, like, how do I put it, like a renovation. When I first got it, the car was absolutely atrocious. It had the Series 1 VYS pack seats in it, the original seats that came in it, and they were atrocious. It looked like a dog had been let loose in here, all ripped and torn and stained. It was basically, it looked abused. So what I did, thank God Marketplace exists, I went out and I bought a set of VYSS seats. Yes, they are fabric, they're not leather, but they are in pretty good nick. Now, I could go above and beyond. In this day and age, it's really hard to find a complete kit. If I do find a complete kit, I would love to put it in the car. Since I've had it in every single one of my cars, I've always either bought one with the black roof lining kit in it from out of a Calais or a Clubby or something, or I've just bought the kit and put it in. Now, if you enjoyed this video and found it somewhat entertaining over all my rambling, feel free to like and comment and let me know what you want to see next. Also subscribe, there's a lot more videos to come. I'm not going to be making much videos on the interior of the car anymore. I'll probably do an update video once the whole interior is done. There's still a little few things that need to be done, like the surround for the head unit. The window master switch is a bit cooked. I need to get clips for the back pocket of the passenger seat. You know, give it a general tidy up and clean and button it all up. But other than that, I really want to focus on doing mechanical things to the car. If you've watched my previous video, I need a full brake setup. I need a bit of suspension components. I need to change the exhaust of the car. And there's a whole lot more videos to come, like trying to save the paint on this car because it's all faded. Maybe slapping a set of wheels on it. You know, doing just normal maintenance things or little hidden tricks and stuff to do with Commodores. There's a whole lot more to come. So make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Maybe there's video ideas that I haven't even thought of that you guys would like to see. All you got to do is just let me know. Cheers, and hope to see you guys in the next one.